Come here. You want to know what one of the most satisfying things in the world? Let me show you. Oh my God. Woo! Oh my goodness, I love this thing, man. So, yeah, that's the most satisfying thing you could ever do. 300 Blackout out of a 16-inch bolt action lightweight rifle. Suppressed. Shooting subs. Remember the video I did on the Ruger American Ranch rifle? Chambered in 300 Blackout. All these names, man. I don't remember all these names. Anyway, so people from Ruger were like, they saw that video and they saw how much I loved it. God damn, what the fuck are they shooting? So they saw that video and they saw how much I loved it. And I was like, and they were telling me, they were like,
yeah, you know that ranch rifle that you had in 300 Blackout?
I was like,
yeah.
They were like,
give it to Peter or something.
And then I was like,
why?
They were like,
sending you a Gen 2.
This is the Gen 2. Oof, oof, oof. I think I love this rifle even more, and here's why. So the first question people are gonna have, why? Why would anybody choose the Gen 1 version over the Gen 2 version over the Gen 1? And honestly, the first time you run a couple of rounds through this rifle, it makes perfect sense, and here's why. So the first thing you notice is going to be the ergonomics. So what they did with the chassis on this bad guy is they have this like spider web kind of paint job on here, cerakote or whatever the hell they're calling it. I like it personally. I like it visually. Just kind of adds a little more character to the gun. But what it also does too is it adds texture to the gun that the other gun didn't have. The other version was kind of soft, and it wasn't bad, but it just didn't. This kind of has an extra oomph of grip to it that makes a lot of difference. And so as you see here, that's the first thing you notice from there. Then on top of that, once you go to shoulder the rifle, you notice something else too. I know you're watching the video, but I want to talk to you about ammo real quick. If you're tired of scrambling for ammo, you need to check out Ammo Squared. These guys have revolutionized the way we stock up. You can set your budget, pick your calibers, and Ammo Squared handles the rest. They store it for free and deliver it right when you need it. Remember back in 2020 when ammo was nowhere to be found? Well, yeah, Ammo Squared customers just clicked the button and had theirs delivered. It's kind of like a ammo 401k. Kind of smart, right? Now, you can switch calibers or cash out anytime. It's pretty much effortless ammo management. So stop stressing and start prepping and check out Ammo Squared today. And always be ready. And thank you, Ammo Squared, for sponsoring the channel. Your cheek weld. You see this little black piece right here? That wasn't on the original one. This little cone thing allows my face to sit up higher, to sit level with the optic. If you watch my old video, I actually talk about it. It's not too high. Also, I can still get a pretty good cheek weld, but if I wanted to lower it a little bit, I'll put some rings on there. I'll put the optic on rings. And yes, for those asking, my dumbass had the optic on, well, the ring on backwards. Well, not the rings, but the base. Whatever, the mount. I had the mount on backwards. Shut up. Anyway, so that's the second thing that you notice. Now, the third thing you notice is actually, have that backwards. The second thing is gonna be this recoil pad at the back of the rifle. It does a very good job of mitigating the recoil. It's very plush, very cushy. They've changed it a little bit and actually made it a little bit more plush. So if you're running it dynamically, it actually does a good job of sticking to your shoulder. The other thing that you notice about this rifle is the action. The action is a lot smoother on this rifle than the previous generation, as you can see here. See? So much better. So, as you can see here, just operating the rifle's action is a lot smoother. And keep in mind, there's no oil on this gun.
It's so dry.
And I couldn't figure it out at first. I'm like, why is this rifle so much lighter or noticeably lighter than the Gen 1 version? I couldn't put my finger on it. And I'm like, why? And then it hit me, I forgot. Fluted barrel. The fluted barrel on here takes some of the metal out of the barrel and makes the gun even lighter. So when I have it in this configuration right here, I can do this all day long. This is goofy. Now, I'm trying to run the rifle really fast and trying to be all overly dramatic, but I'm gonna be honest with you, this is not one of those type of rifles. I think this is a Sunday fun day rifle. The safety, that's another difference on this gun. Now, the safety is kind of a personal thing. So with this one, it has a two position safety. So when you have it, that's fire. When you have it in this situation here, you can actually load a next round, but you can't shoot. See, nothing. However, if I drop it, now I can't even pull the bolt. So that's about as safe as it gets. And then from there, throw it on fire, we're ready to go. And then there's the trigger. It's the same damn trigger, which is fine because the trigger on the first generation was freaking excellent. But as you can see here, you got the little safety tang right there. Yeah.
I need you to stop playing with it like that.
It's the button, you just push the button. What's the matter, Peter? You can't find the button?
Anyways.
So anyway, the trigger on this is the exact same. It's an adjustable trigger. You can adjust it from 3 to 5 pounds. And honestly, the way it's set up right now, I'm perfectly fine with it. But I can imagine at 3 pounds, this thing would just glorious. But as you see here, let's go ahead and show you this trigger. So you got that. So I use the safety tang. I use the safety tang as kind of like my my prep right here. You prep that to the wall. That's my take up, and then it's just a single action. Boom. Single action. Single stage trigger. It's a single stage trigger technically, but it kind of functions like a double stage, 2-stage trigger because, as you can see, the safety tang. As you got the safety tang here. That's your take up, your wall, break. No reset because it's bolt. Just run it again and also, I forgot to mention the fact that you can adjust for length of pull on this, which is, you couldn't do that on Gen 1. So if you're one of those people that have shorter arms, or if you have longer arms, you can go with the extended version of this. And then if you want, you could just take it off, put the recoil pad on it, make it shorter. You're good to go. They basically took everything that was potentially a negative on the first one and fixed it. I'm sure you can get chassis and stuff for this. And a part of me wants to, but I like this setup so much. I just kind of like the classical. Cool story, bro. Nah, that was actually kind of badass. So, I kind of like the classical style, so I'll probably end up leaving it like this anyway. I'm gonna do what he did. Oh, you wanna compete? Oh, you wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go? Oh, you think you're badass because you got your little stupid semi-automatic? Yeah. I'm sure this is okay. All right, this is getting embarrassing. The last aspect of this gun that makes this gun so phenomenal is that its price point. That's really what it boils down to. I have super expensive bolt action rifles. I mean, stupid expensive bolt action rifles. But yet I still have so much fun with this. Got this little affordable Magpul bipod on here. I have this affordable loopholed optic on here. And you got this Huxworks can, which isn't cheap, but it's still not crazy expensive. And I have a setup here. The rifle in and of itself is MSRP $700. Crazy thing is on the streets, meaning like at guns, when you actually go try to buy one online or at the gun store, they're like $5.99. $5.99 for something that gives me, something that does this to me, shit. If you don't have this rifle, there's some things you might want to reevaluate in life. The Ruger American Ranch and 300 Blackout. They have them in other calibers. I'm pretty sure they're awesome too. This is the only one I care about. I might do a video on the other calibers and may change my mind, but right now, this is the one you gotta have. Right now at shop.mrcolonnoir.com, we're having a flash sale so you can have the perfect gift for Father's Day. Something like this dad girl hat. Now, you'll get 15% off of your order when you use the code DADDAYT. And if your order contains a t-shirt, you'll also get a free white CN t-shirt or a white homosexual t-shirt of your choosing. So click the link in the description section of this video so you don't miss this flash sale. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.